Alright. Hang on, guys. Let me, gear this up. Live stream. There we go. Channel. Share. Discord. Stream. Send. Okay, cool. YouTube. Open up. Ooh. There we go. Alright, that's working. Sorry, guys. It's still moving today. I don't want to get attacked. I had to take one of those pills for pain. But they're quite powerful and they last. I get drowsy for quite a long time after. But all is good. Yeah, all is good. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm still getting set up here. Where's my... No, there it is. Alright. Just get some coffee brewed up too. I'll eat coffee. Alright. Welcome everyone to 1881. I'm your host, the Ghost. Alright, who do we got? We got Andrew, Selecta, Rion, Cork, Mamu, Babish, Jordan, Mamcock, PS Keon, Roy, Meg, Dunk, Tarzan, Slow 5-0, Javin, Wayne, Crunchy Pancake, Nate, Andrew, David, TSC Racing. I think this guy's new, so we'll have to give him some airtime. Sir Ibo and Roth all here. Hey, full lobby, full race, full quali. Yep. Full drain out of the Ghost today. These 100%ers, yeah, they take the call on the Ghost. Thanks everyone for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate that too. Yeah, very nice of everyone to acknowledge my birthday there. Didn't realize so many people would find out. Oh well. The Ghost is older today. Oh boy, yeah. Oh man. Okay. So this is Q1. This is the first quality session we're in right here. PSP on. Here's AA Mega. Our defending champion. I think he's still our leader. standings. I guess, yeah, so anyways, this round you just want to be in the top 15 so you get through the thing. So that's the key part here. Make sure you're in the top 15 and you go through to the next round. I'm just going to pop into the server right now and just see here. Okay, so I'll do the top 5. We've got AA Meg with 138, Dunk with 118. So I think it's going to be strong today, I think. Mamcock also 97. Rolly in 4th place with 84. And then we've got Andrew in 5th place. And then there's Jordan, Nate Anger, Babish, Quarks, Tarzan, Gavin Wayne, Gordini, and so on. Alright, so that's your drivers. I think this is pretty much halfway. Yeah, this is the halfway race in the championship. And then for the standings, for constructors, we have Alpine with 214, Austin with 181, Ferrari with 151, Visa 104, Haas 92, Williams 84, McLaren 73, Sauber 61, Mercedes 56, Red Bull 28. Geez, they're doing as bad as they are in the real season. Yeah, shame. Shame that is. Alright, so anyways, there you go. That's our championship there. Standings. Let's get off of there, back to the stream. I don't know if anybody's out there watching today. Yeah. Yeah, I missed it. Oh, there it is. He posted the fastest time. No surprise there. So, yeah, you got AA, Andrew, Selecta, Dunk, Rihanna, Javelin, Quarks, Nate Anger, Babish, Mamu, Tarkan, Jordan, Mamcock, PS Kiana, and Roth all make it in. And look at that. Rolly retired just as I was looking through the standings. And he was in to the next round, and it looks like he just look at this, a 135.62 to a 135.63. What a shame! What a shame! Poor Rolly. He gets knocked out by 1,000th of a second. That's too bad. Too bad, Rolly. I've had to do it before. Screwing up on qualifying or whatever. So Rolly will be coming from the back. He's gonna be he's out of this round. So that's too bad. He's probably upset right now, but hey, you got a couple of extra red sets of tires now for the race. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm not familiar with the track that much. I did a little practice with the guys yesterday. I was really bad. I don't know if it was my setup or just the fact that I'm not racing that much lately. So, you know, and yeah, I was struggling for grip everywhere on this track. And yeah, and I forgot where I was going with that. But anyways, so yeah, it's a tough track, this one. Oh yeah, with the tire strategy. So I noticed. I was thinking a yellow white. I didn't think anything of it when I was in the practice yesterday. Yeah, so I was thinking yellow, white, but I'm thinking that guys are going to be doing red, yellows, and maybe two pit stops on this track. We'll have to see how it goes once the race gets started. On people's thing, it doesn't look like the new guy that was joined the league made it through. So that's too bad. I didn't get to catch him in qualifying at all. I always like to catch the newcomers and give them a bit of footage in the whatchamacallit, in the commentary. Oh, there's Quincy. Can you go on board with Rolly for hot lap, please? Quincy, I could, but Rolly got knocked out. so he's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to, and I joined late, so I wasn't able to thing there. I was a little slow moving today, getting started on the comms, so yeah, I apologize. He's been knocked out by 1,000th of a second too. Okay, it was very close. Roth knocked him out, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be laughing about that one. But yeah, so I can't do the hot lap for you. I'm sorry, Quincy. And thank you for your birthday wishes, by the way. That was appreciated. Very nice. Anyway, so I think we're in here with Mahmoud. Mahmoud. And yeah, let's see what Mahmoud's got for us. Let's see thing. Now the key here, we're in Q2, we're wanting to get a top 10. Well, keep it in mind, you want to keep as many tires as possible, because I have a feeling that Bahrain is going to require guys to be using reds. He's getting right tight to that wall. I don't know if he knows something. Thinks he's going to get a little bit more speed maybe down the straightaway by hugging it so close. Tough little section, that those first couple of corners, okay? Trying to get back on the power after coming through that first turn is really technical. You really got to get that wheel, try to straighten it as much as possible and ease into that throttle, or you're going to lose the rear on it. It's a tricky section of this track, as I found out yesterday. Right? I think also that update they did a while back really changed how the car handles now too. Well, anyways, here it comes. Everybody's getting out of his way. The Alpine there, I'm noticing. 127s maybe we're gonna see today. I don't think you'll see it at 126. Okay, I think 127 you might. Here we go with some lap times. Dunk 129.1, 129.3 for Quarks, 129.3 for Nate Danger as well. Javin Wayne now with a 129.2. Oh, sorry guys, Mamu with a 128.3. Way to go, nice job. He must have known he was on the air and people were watching, so he set himself a nice time. Sorry guys, I totally gapped the HUD there, the data. Sorry guys. Yeah. Okay, put that away. Let's see here. Who's out there that... All these guys we've seen. Has Babish done this? Yeah, he's already done his. PS Keon. Let's say with PS Keon. He's on a hot lap. Oh, he's used up quite a bit of that ERS though. As you can see, he's right below already. He used up quite a bit. Oh, there we go. Like I thought. Jordan looking, I think Jordan won last week. Was it last week that Jordan won the thing? He's been on a mission now. He's out to prove something. Let AA Meg know that he's got some competition out there. So PSK on with a 131.2, not the greatest lap. Probably had some problems there, I think. But like I said, this track is tough. You know, grip's just not there. Do we got Rion? Rion's in the garage. A still in the garage. Oh no! Look at this. I see Roth is spaced out, so it looks like Roth is already retired without even putting in a lap, unless something else happened that I'm not aware about. That's Tarkan coming into the pit. Andrew with a 130 on a set of intermediate, so yeah, I'm sorry, Andrew. I think you're gonna need the waste a set of tires to get through to the next round. I imagine guys are probably thinking about that in this longer quality section, on how many reds they want to use. Now they probably took I think, okay, like I just going by what I saw yesterday, right? I thought yellow white, but I think it might be a red yellow track. Right, so, but maybe a lot of the guys might have selected the softer tire compound strategy before they got into the lobby or into the game before the game. You know, when they ask you to choose your tire strategy, right? So yeah, so I imagine guys are probably thinking about that as they're doing their qualifying. They want to make sure that they're leaving enough set of reds on the track, because you don't get a lot of tracks where you actually like to use a set of reds in the race. There's a couple of tracks out there, I think. Right? I think Spain's one. Maybe even Portugal, I think, was one. There's another one. There's another track that I think use reds on. I just can't think of it right at the moment, guys. So I apologize. Here we go. We got some guys on an outlap. I didn't get to see Nate Danger David last week. He missed the race. So let's sit in with Nate Danger David. Let's see what he's got. Let's do onboard, since we got Quincy watching. I think he likes that onboard view. I'm not really very good, I always forget to change views and mingle around too much, you know, whoa, third gear. Oh, okay, we just saw a warm-up lap here. So Jordan already retired. He figures the 127.5 is going to be fine, and honestly, I think it will be too. I think he's good to go. I think he'll get through to the next round. Top 10 make it through to Q3. And here we go, around the final corner, and Nate Danger is on his way. And you see it, everybody, I'm noticing, is going down that right side, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind now, I think, when I start doing laps there. Obviously, there's some speed to be picked up by following that wall. So, yeah. I'm just noticing that Nate Danger here did the same thing as another guy. So I'm thinking that there's something to running that wall that's going to gain you maybe a tenth or two or something. All right. Really dove it in there hard. Oh, and he's down half a tenth. You could have put him into the 128. I don't know if he can gain. Oh, something. Oh no, what happened there? Did he go over the line or something? Did I miss? Yeah, it looks like he's aborted his run, guys. So, yeah, so much for that. Let's set in with Andrew, who's already started his lap, and you quickly saw there that he was up on his time, so a good guy to sit in with the power team of Andrew and AA Meg. That's going to be a tough team to beat, I tell you. Also drives it in really hard. I think he got a little too much curve and got the car a little unsettled. So he had to hesitate with the throttle, I think. Getting back on the throttle there. Let's see where this boy comes out. First run on a red set, 125, 126, 28.8. Cool. Slow, I think, for Andrew, but maybe he's like me and just not being able to get grips with this track, struggling with it. Right, it is a tough track, I tell you. Right, so Gavin Wayne, we just got him just in time. See what he comes across the line on 28.6, up into 8th place. Andrew's done. Okay, looks like we got. Okay, you know what? We missed Nate Danger the first time. Let's give him another round. Oh, look at all these messages. Go David, TSC Racing. I'm one of those new guys, rookie hitters, getting the best of me. Oh, no worry, TS Racing. We'll get you on get you some airtime in the race. Sorry I missed your qualifying, wasn't able to catch that. But welcome to the league, TSC Racing. I hope you have a good day, and thank you for the birthday wishes, my friend. It's just smoother. Okay, so it's nice. I guess the tarmac is a little smoother, so if you run up near the wall, you're not getting as many bumps, maybe scrubbing a little bit of speed off. So, yeah, thanks for that, Quincy. I haven't been racing this track that much. I haven't been racing, period, all that much, but looking to change that. So here we go again, down that pretty close to the wall, I tell you, but yeah. It looked like he got a nice entry there. I like that entry. Pretty good on the gas, and he keeps it in bound. I think he's that's a good little first sector, I think, there. You just, I think he could have maybe improved that one, but yeah, not bad. He's a little up on his time. Tricky corner here. There's a lot of tricky corners on this track. You really got to be good with your braking. So it's pretty good there. He's looking good so far from what I can see. Put it right out there. last minute braking, diving it in there. And he's up 4/10. So, where are we sitting? That'll put him into the 128, but that didn't look necessarily too smooth there near the end. Used up all his juice. 128.8, moving him up into 9, so he's through for now. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to get him through. He might have to risk another set of tires or try to do maybe another run on those sets, because I'm not sure that's going to hold out. Nice dunk. I think that, I don't think this is an actual lap. I think everybody's done now. So I gotta tell you, I'm really surprised to see this. That I Dunk has been knocked out. So, yeah, so it looks like Jordan, Mamu, AA, Javin Wayne, Selecta, the Flying Dutchman, Andrew, Cortex, Babish, and Nay Danger, David, and Mamcock all make it through. Very surprised to see I Dunk not make it through, as I am with Rolly as well. Also, yeah, so Dunk doesn't make it through, Tarkin doesn't make it through, and Riant also doesn't make it through. So yeah, surprising. These guys need to use medium during the hot laps. They're all running out before the line. Yeah, I like to use that medium. I try to use it all the way up until that downhill hairpin myself, Quincy. Right, I use the front stretch all hot lap, and then just as I go into turn 1, I'll drop it into medium. It also helps for grip when you're coming out of turn 1 there, trying to get the power back down. But yeah, I wasn't paying attention actually to the ERS modes at the moment, but yeah, it's probably a good idea to be switching into medium modes for that windy sector there. I think you're probably correct in that assessment. Okay, spectator menu. So yeah, so you got Selecta, Jordan, Mamcock, Babish, Nay Danger, Cortex, AA, Andrew, Javin Wayne, and Mamcock. And here we go. Looks like we got a guy going out right there. I think it's... There we go. Nay Danger, David. Looks like Nay Danger was the first one out. So, Nay Danger gets another round of airtime for Nay Danger. Oh, well, he missed last race. He didn't get any last week, so might as well give him something this time, eh? Okay, Javin Wayne now. Mamcock and Jordan both going out as well. You know what? I already sat in with a thing. I'm curious. I want to watch Jordan on his hot lap. Sorry, Nay Danger, but I'm trying to get it to everybody. But I'm curious to see because Jordan definitely seems like he's got some pace here. I'm curious just to see how he and we'll go on board, see how he's gonna run this lap. See if we can't learn anything from Mr. Jordan. And off we go. Here we go. Another one right down that right side again. Taking that smoother racing surface. Into turn one. It looks like he got the apex. It looks like a good... Oh. Pretty good. I think he's okay there. Lost a little bit of grip. Now you can see here, Quincy's probably pointing it out. He's choosing to use a little bit different strategy with his urge. You can see that he did change it around a bit. I think he's okay now because he's got quite a bit for this last bit of stretch before the final turn. Let's see what he is able to muster up. And the third guys it in there. Nate Adrian David, a 128.9. 127.7 again for Mr. Jordan. So far, I think he's the only one to get it into the 127s of anybody. Mamcock with a 129. And this is Mamu. I don't think we sat in, but it looks like he had some decent time too. So let's sit in with Mamu. Let's see what this guy's got for us. We'll do some of this on-board camera for a bit, since I don't normally switch around too much. So, you gotta be careful when you catch that inside corner there. I'm not saying because as you're catching that corner, if you get on the throttle, it'll send you sideways. Well, I think he missed it a little bit there, messed it up a bit. That's probably cost him some time. That's a tricky braking corner. You're coming downhill while turning. So yeah, it's a tricky corner to be taken. There's some lap traffic coming up. Hopefully that guy's going to get out of the way, which he does. Down the final stretch for the final corner here. Fourth here. Nice. And we got a 127.28.4 into sixth place he goes. AA Mega 128.7. But yeah, right now here's hang on, I see another fast guy. Here comes Andrew. Everybody right down that line. Yeah, I'm glad I see that because I never bother with that. I just stay in one straight line coming out. Now that I've seen that, it's educated me into well, he takes that in fourth gear, I noticed there. Most go into third. Oh, you see what I mean? He caught a bit of that curb, and that's pretty much destroyed his run, I think. But yeah, that's what happens when you catch those curbs during your turn. It just grabs the front end and then wants to bring the rear end around on you. I think Andrew is probably not going to set the fastest time possible. Let's sit in with Cortex. Let's see what Cortex has to offer. right now it's looking like Jordan's pretty comfortable on the track once again. You'll have to wait. I'll get you a full hot lap and then you. And yeah, I got your happy birthday, mate. I think you said it earlier too. But yeah, I got the birthday in there. Thanks, buddy. And Cortex goes in, so that was that's a shame. Andrew also went into the pit. He screwed up that lap, so yeah, it's gonna come down to probably the final lap for those two. Yeah, but Jordan, yeah, he's looking strong. Well, hang on, we got Javin Waynes out there. He's out on an out lap. Maybe he wants to get out there before everybody else starts getting out, so he misses all the traffic, so he's got nice clean air and no one interfering with his lap. So we're gonna sit in with Javin Wayne. See what this boy's got. Another guy straight down that right side where the pavement is smoother apparently. It gives you that little bit extra that you want. Every 10th counts. Rolly can tell you that after missing out on Q2 because of 1/1000 that Ross took away from him, unfortunately. But yeah, very tight there. But hey, Rolly, you're gonna have lots of reds now in the bank. Ooh, I didn't leave in fifth. I do that too. I can take that one in fifth as well sometimes. I find you can get some more speed taking in fifth sometimes. Now I can only do it in quali. I can't really do it so much in race. The tires just don't hold up for me. It looks like a little hesitation on the throttle. 126.27.8, the only guy to get into the 127s, and he's only a 10th off, so here we go. Get in with, who haven't I sat in with? Oh, Selecta. You know what? I haven't sat in with Selecta. So we're going to give Selecta some time here. And then I think I'm going to pop over to Andrew right after he crosses the line. And watch his line. I want to get the Flying Dutchman some well-earned airtime. Everybody's out on their last lap. I'm not going to be able to catch everybody's last lap. Unfortunately, I don't think Javin Wayne has enough time to take another shot at the pole. Just wondering if AA Meg's gonna another guy I wouldn't mind sitting with. AA Meg, he's definitely might be one of the guys that might be able to upset Jordan with pole. And off we go with Selecta. Selecta, like me, just kind of leaves it straight. So you can see that different people do different things, right? Not sure how much you gain running down that one side, but it seems to be the thing to do. But The Flying Dutchman here has elected not to. But he's got a decent, he's in 5th place right now. He's up on his time, not a lot. But a little bit of wheel spin there, I think. Going by what I heard there with the RPM. I get that too coming out of that corner. Trying to get too hard onto the power, get too early maybe on the boost. And look at that, Jordan, just to ensure that he gets the pole, a 127.2. Wow. Nice lap, Jordan, nice lap. Hey, Andrew, you got some work for you, cut out for you. A 125.27, 28.2, up in the 3rd place for Selecta. Let's go to AA, 128.0 in the 3rd place. Take that 3rd place away. Where's Andrew here? There he is. He's up into 5th place. Mamu into 3rd. Also in the 127, so we did get a few guys in the 127. And I think that's it. I think maybe, I'm looking at Babish there, he didn't do any laps, so I'm thinking he might have elected not to do any laps to try to save some red tires maybe for the race. Maybe. Right? I can only guess what his plan was. But there we go. That's our front row. We got Jordan and Javin Wayne. The 2nd row, we got Mamu and AA. On the 3rd row, we got Andrew and Selecta, the Flying Dutchman. Cortex and Mamcock on the 4th row. And then Nate, Andrew, David, and Babish on the 5th row. And we will get the rest of the guys as the formation lap. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do it here. Yeah, we'll get the rest of the guys, the rest of the grid order as the formation lap starts, okay? I'm just gonna go quickly. I think I can get this done before the race gets started, so I'm just gonna I have a nice fresh brew. None of this nuke stuff. Nice freshly brewed coffee for my long race at Bahrain, which I'm expecting to see some action because it's grip and everything else on this track, so I definitely think there's going to be some action here today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this race. Looking forward to see what these guys have got. Hopefully nobody jumps the start like Norris did today, because unfortunately they won't just get like what I didn't think was really fair, because I think he gained more by doing what he did than he lost on the penalty. But on this game, if you jump the start, we get a drive-through, which is a lot more than 5 seconds, I'll tell you. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty generous of the stewards when it comes to the penalty to Norris. Okay, it looks like everybody else is going. We got Dunk and Tarzan on the 6th row, Keon and Rianka on the 7th row, Roth and Rolly on the 8th row, TSC, our new guy, and Soul 50 on the 9th row, and then Crunchy Pancake and Sir Ibo pulling up the rear. Okay, guys, we got that all set up. And, yeah. Just doing last minute thing here. When I get to the end, I got my coffee, so that's good. I'm ready to go. I expect to see a safety car in this race, definitely. So, yeah. I wonder if I got time to quickly take a pee. I think I do. Here, hang on, guys. Okay, here I go. I'm back. Spectator menu. I didn't do that right. Tire. So we got we do have a couple of guys on whites I'm seeing. So whoa, look at that McLaren just edging it in there. All right, boys. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go racing, boys! And we're off. And Jordan looks to have a good start. Gavin Wayne goes to the outside. I think Jordan has them all blocked off and is good to go. AA cuts to the inside of the Red Bull of Mamu and gets that spot. Gavin Wayne holds on. AA all the way up in the second. Wow, man on a mission. The two Swedes are going to be going at it here. Sorry there. I was just looking. So Babish up in the 7th, he started on a yellow. So we got Jordan A, Zavin, Selecta, Mamu and Cortex on red, Babish yellows, Andrew white, Rionk reds, Mamcock yellows, Nate Danger also white, Dunk reds, Parkan yellows, Ross reds, PS Keon also with the whites, Crunchy Pancakes, Soul 50, Cerebro, all reds. Rolly also on the whites. And has looked a lot like he lost a couple of spots too. TC Racing. Let's see, let's go back to TC Racing. We gotta give him some air time in the Red Bull. The fast guys in slow cars. Realistic performance here. Slow guys in fast cars. To try to equal out the field and give it a little more action. So, yeah, I think TSC Racing, you know, it's his first race in the league. He might be taking a little early. It looks like he got a little too much curb there. Unsettled the car. But, yeah, probably his first league race. Well, probably just wants to feel it out and take it easy, not get into any incidents. And get a race under his belt in this league, which is understandable. I can see that. So maybe as the race goes on, he might decide to pressure a little more, right? But I think he might be just taking it easy here, trying to ease his way into the league and feel out the guys he's racing with. What to expect on thing, and I think he's gonna find that he's got some really class act, very respectful drivers that he's driving with right now. And I think he's going to find racing them is quite fun. So, Sir Ibbo up in the back here. We got Rolly, who lost some spots there from 16th. Hopefully he can get them white tires in that window when they start to operate properly. You saw in the race today, especially Max, didn't like the whites, but I think Max was just frustrated. It didn't help that his team was what used to be the best pit team is now one of the worst. Right? It's amazing what can happen in one season, right? But like I said, that team got destroyed last year by media and everything else. So they lost so many members and everything. So I honestly think Max will have to end up leaving Red Bull to have another shot at a championship, because I just, I would like to say that, yeah, they will, but I don't think Red Bull is going to be very competitive in any years to come. You can see that only Max can make that car do anything at all, pretty much. Mind you, TSU had a decent day today, I gotta say that. So we got Ross here. Let's Ross in the Williams and do run down Tarzan, or as I call him, Tarzan. Get rid of those first. Guys on hard. Get rid of those first. He's saying get rid of them first. I'm not sure if anybody will even end up using them, right? I was seeing everybody doing the red yellows, right? So, and there's no 2 pit stop thing, so, but you don't know, right? It might work out. I remember on other races when I did race this track, I did yellow whites, right? I remember that the red just blew off way too quick, right? But maybe it's changed now. I'm not sure, right? Honestly. So Rolly now starting to make some ground up. Maybe them white tires are starting to get in that temperature window and are now starting to hook up a little better. So let's see if Rolly hopefully can maybe gain some ground. He's being pressured by PS Keon and Soul 5-0 behind him, so he's got to try to get that gap and get out of that DRS range, or he's going to find himself fighting and battling to try to, yeah, and you don't want that because that scrubs a lot of speed from you when you're trying to defend all at the same time. But hopefully he can do something about it. Ross, who's Ross right there? Ross trying to chase down Tarzan. There's Nate Anger David in that Haas. I know Nate Anger don't like that car. He was telling me about it. And everybody going down that right side of the track. Nate Anger trying to run down Mamcock and Andrew. Andrew. Man, I thought Andrew, I guess them white tires. You can see a lot of the guys on the white tires drop down, but I think now they're starting to come in a bit, and those guys on the whites are going to start maybe picking up the pace, I think now, maybe. Right? But it all looks like all those guys on the whites have really lost some ground there on the start, right? I'm not sure that the whites are a good idea, right, on this track. But we'll have to see, right? Like I said, I just realized that guys were using red yesterday when I practiced with the league, so I could try to stay from getting rusty. And there's Babish. Right, so Andrew trying to catch up to Babish. He's got some work. He's got about two and a half seconds almost to to make up, or to catch up to Babish. Dunk, who I was really surprised because he had some good pace yesterday in practice. I was surprised to not see him make it into the final round in qualifying. Just like Rolly didn't make it into the second round. Yeah. So I'm expecting to see Dunk make up some ground. He's got some space there, and he's looks like Babish all over the back of him. And we got Cortex. Cortex trying to run down Riant there. He's in DRS. And Riant has no DRS. He's out of DRS range, so he's going to be without DRS this time by. So he's going to have to try to stretch it out a little bit to get work out of that DRS range. And he's almost doing it, actually. I'm just looking at the time right now. And Mamu all over the back of the Ferrari of Javin Wayne. And I mean all over it. I think he's waiting. He doesn't want to make that pass. He wants to wait till that DRS range. Javin Wayne's not going to have DRS. Goes wide, too. He's going to have to watch for those track limits. And I think Mamu is going to easily make the move. It looks like Javin Wayne might lose more than one. He might... No, it looks like Riant decided to thing. So Mamu up into fourth place. Look at this, Selecta all over the back of AA, the man. Now, Selecta's had a lot of bad luck, but you know what? This guy, he's been doing quite well. Like he's had pace, okay? He just had bad luck in the previous races. So, as long as he can keep his luck and head screwed on straight here and keep focused, I think he might actually be a contender here. I want to say for the win, but it looks like Jordan is off, man. He's got pace. Look at him. We're not even 7 laps in. He's pulling a second a lap almost on everybody. He's almost 6 seconds ahead of everybody. Of AA, and AA is far from slow, okay? So, yeah, Jordan on a mission. He wants maybe in the second half of the season, I think he wants to make a go for this championship and take it away from AA, our defending champion. And here goes Selecta. Selecta is making the move on AA Meg, so nice job by Selecta. Now, I don't think this battle is over. I think we're going to see a little bit of swapping back and forth. But I think Mamu, he doesn't mind seeing them mix it up a little bit. You know, he'd probably prefer to see them trying to pass each other in the corner so he can maybe make up some of that ground and maybe get himself into that battle with these two. And Mamu, in his own little fight with Riant, just flirting around with the DRS range right now. So, and yeah, we got the two Ferrari boys. Javin Wayne, surprisingly, has lost some spots. Dunk up into 8th now. So maybe these two Ferrari teammates hook up and maybe work together to try to get themselves up into that lead pack. Maybe we'll see how it goes. But it looks like yeah, it looks like they might be hooking up soon. We got Babish in 9th in his Williams. I think he started in 10th, so he's having a little bit of troubles. Not really making up much. Now, Andrea, I think, started higher in position, but I think the white tires just that they're just so hard to get into that heat window that he lost some ground on the first couple of laps there, but I think now he's starting to find his rhythm. And yeah, where is he? 2.6, 2.5. I think actually Babish is holding his ground there. I don't think he's really been gaining on Babish, so yeah, we'll have to see how Andrew things. But you know, he's got them white tires out of the way at least for the next pit, right? I don't know if he's going to go for a white red or even if this is going to be a two pit stop race, right? I am unsure. I'm up in the air, right? Hard will be better than soft after lap 13. Yeah, I would figure. Right. I just didn't see many people using them when I was practicing, so I'm just wondering how many guys are actually going to use them in this race, right? I know myself, I ended up, I used to like the whites on this track because they held up really well. But going by my practice yesterday, I'm thinking that guys are preferring reds and yellows, so we'll have to see how that works out. Nate Andrew David up into 11th. He's starting to get them whites working. It looks like he's trying to plug in. He's actually gaining on Andrew. So Nate Andrew definitely got some pace, or is finding the pace now on the whites. We are at lap 10, and as Quincy is telling me, around lap 13 is probably when you're going to see them white tires having the pace advantage on the softer tires. Maybe not so much the yellows, but definitely probably the reds. The yellows probably maybe around, 17 or so maybe. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's a 100% race, so I'm not sure how the pit strategy is actually going to work out, if this is actually going to end up being a two pit stop strategy. So it looks like Dunk and Gavin Wayne have hooked up as teammates. Now let's see if they can't start moving their way up to the front there, catch up to Quarks, who's all by himself with no DRS. So I'm thinking they're going to be able to run him down. Rionk all over Mamu and Selecta, and AA still going at it. That's the Flying Dutchman letting AA, the championship winner last year and leader so far this year, that he is not a guy to be messed around with. You got to be taking. Oh, but he goes a little wide there, getting a little too much. I guess he didn't want to get off there, and he just took that full out. I think he just doesn't want to lose that DRS, and he's really pushing it hard to stay in there. Hopefully he calms down a bit and gets back into his rhythm there, because he's doing quite well. And it looks like Jordan has slowed down the gaining pace. He's not gaining a second a lap anymore, so hey, Meg will be happy for that. But yeah, definitely, Jordan's definitely got some pace in this race. But it's looking like, yeah, we're going to have AA and the Flying Dutchman having a little battle going on, which I like. I'm happy to see the Dutchman up there giving them a good go. And I'm just looking in behind here, and it looking like we got Mamu might be losing that fourth spot, to Rionk, but that'll probably go back and forth, just like the battle up ahead between Selecta and AA. Jordan just now just focusing in, probably trying to think more about tire conservation now that he's got that nice gap. So he's got time to react to any sort of an undercut or anything that the guys behind him might do, since he has that nice cushion for a lead. He's definitely doing well. He's just gotta try not to stay away from them track limits and whatnot, but he's just gone, eh? He's in Roth all the way back in the 20th. It looks like he's made his first pit stop though, so he's the first of the pit stops to go. We got TSE running up in the back, still just like I said, getting a feel for the league. And yeah, we'd like to all welcome you to A1881 TSC Racing. We hope you enjoy your stay here. Crunchy Pancake came to the track without the maple syrup today. I forgot to send it to him, so he is tired, not quite gripping the way he like. Sir Emo, so Favo, the whiskey runner. PS key on the also in a Haas, Nate Anger not liking that car earlier. Rolly not making up much ground so far, but he has made up a few spots. He's up in the 14th. Right, he dropped from 16th down to 18th, and now he's got himself back up in the 14th. So maybe some things parking all by himself. Right now, and just working on hitting his marks. Mamcock also all by himself. Andrew is finally, actually Andrew got passed by Nate Anger. So Nate Anger having better luck with those whites, and it looks like both of them have run down Babish. So it looks like Babish is now. Well, I'm not sure he's struggling. Maybe he's just having a hard time getting by Javin Wayne. And it might have slowed him down. And Nate Anger looks like he's going for a pass, but no, he tucks back in. He's probably just spooking Babish, letting him know that he's there. Everybody down that right side. And it looks like Javin Wayne under fire for he gets overtaken by all three. Nothing he can really do. Okay, he had no DRS, so yeah. So unfortunately, it looks like Babish is now going to be the next one in target. But now Nate Anger hopefully can try to find some pace, maybe get some separation. But it does look those white tires are now starting to look a little better now on pace. So the guys are now starting to come up through the field that are on those whites. At least Nate Anger and Andrew are starting to find some pace. So yeah, Nate Anger is able to hold him off for there. I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to do it for. Right, if he can't gain some ground. Oh, it looked like Babish went a little wide, and Nate Anger getting close. I think Babish probably had to use a bit of a thing to try to stay with Nate Anger, and it looked like Andrew all over the back of him. Almost looked like he ran into him. And Andrew goes to the inside. I know Babish don't like to give you space to make that pass, that's for sure. But Babish is not one that likes to be passed. And likes making that car wide, but Andrew squeezed it in there. And ends up taking that spot away, and Babish right now trying to gather it back up so he doesn't lose that DRS, so he can stay in the fight with Nate Andrew and Andrew. But I think them white tires might be picking up, and they might have that pace advantage now. And so maybe Babish is struggling to keep up with them now that those white tires have started to rubber in. And the track it started to rubber in a bit. So let's see if Nate Andrew and maybe Andrew can work together here, because it does look like they are pulling a gap on Babish now. And see, they're up in the 6th and 7th. So let's see if these two can work together and get up near that front and maybe compete for a thing. Rolly now up into 12th, so he's coming. His white tires are starting to come in. And Javin Wayne and Cortex have made their pit stops. So that's 16 laps in, and going by that, I'm almost thinking this might be a 2-stop race if you started on those reds. Right? I think maybe these guys that did start on the whites might be able to go to a set of yellows and do a 1-stopper. I think. Okay. Oh, and look at that. Our championship, our race leader has made the pit. He comes out in the 3rd place, even after making that pit. So he's a full pit stop ahead of Nate Andrew and Andrew. And yeah, just waiting to see now. I guess when AA, I would imagine they're going to maybe react this time by. And yep, there they go. They're diving in the pit. So it looks like right around the lap, right around the 13 laps. So we're at 16, 17. All these guys are starting to come in now for the reds. So and he's going with another set of reds. Selecta. Whites were AA. Right? I'm going to have to see how long Nate Andrew and Andrew and the rest of them, Rolly and PS Keon, go on those whites, because maybe well, Jordan has decided to go with reds as well. So, yeah. So it definitely looks like they're going for definitely looks like a lot of these guys on the reds are definitely going for a 2-pit stop strategy, right? Because, well, obviously with the guys like Jordan and Selecta, because they have to use 2 different sets, right? And they've only used the red set so far. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what goes on. I'll better be able to tell. Okay, Andrew now has overtaken Nate Andrew, but yeah, I imagine these guys might switch it back and forth. They're probably keeping each other in DRS and everything else. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys do with these whites. If these guys stretch them out till like lap 30 or something, then they're definitely going for a 1-stopper. Alright, so maybe that's the plan with these whites, is the 1-stopper. But I'm telling you, Jordan is on a 2-stopper, and he's comfortably out in the lead already. So and Nate Andrew and Andrew both still have to make a pit. So yeah, the 2-stop strategy is working out for Jordan, that's for sure. He's just yeah, he's just cruising. He's off. Looks like he's cruising on the beach here, sipping on a margarita. Sorry guys, I just taken a thing. Oh, I'm just looking here. Hey, has gotten himself a penalty. Also, Babish with 3-second penalty. It looks like Crunchy Pancake and Roth also with penalties. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how these white tires are going to thing, and we'll be able to tell by Nate Danger and Andrew here how long they go. I'm looking at Selecta, and you can see AA lost quite a bit of time getting them white tires up to temperature, but like I said, they're going to get there, and then he's going to probably start making up some ground. But let's see, Selecta. I'm just curious. I want to see how much time he's taking off Nate Danger and Andrew a lap to kind of see how fast he's going to be able to catch up to these guys. Because I'm almost thinking this 2 pit stop strategy might be the way to go. And you don't see it a lot, okay, in the F1 tracks. A lot of guys doing 2 pit stop strategies. It's generally 1 stop, so a little bit unique for this one track, I guess. And Selecta is definitely really closing in on him. It's not going to be long. I imagine he's going to be up behind him before the end of this lap here. He's almost, yeah, he's already very close to being in DRS range. And AA looks like he's struggling a bit with the white tires for now. But I think they're going to start to wear in, and you're going to see them pick up the pace a bit. But, yeah, the Flying Dutchman is definitely reeling them in. And he should. He's a brand new red, as opposed to 19-lap-old whites. Right? It's going to, I just, what I'm waiting to see is when Nate Danger and Andrew end up pitting here. It looks like that's Sir Ibbo out in front there in the McLaren. Break in. But there we go. Selecta right up behind Nate Danger now. He's going to want to get by these guys quick. He doesn't want to be held up because he's got to worry about AA in behind there too. Also Riant and Mahmoud also. So he wants to get through these guys as fast as possible. But it's not going to be easy because of the DRS. Okay, he's going to, I think he's going to have to try to do it through the corners, okay, and maybe getting better traction coming corner exit. Oh, bit of smoke going on there. It looked like Sir Ibbo maybe going off there. Maybe Cork. That was Cork, maybe. Not sure. But it looks like Nate Danger was able finally to get the move done on Nate Danger, and now is going to go to work on Andrew. I don't see it being too hard, okay, because Andrew is on those older tires. So I do believe he'll get the job done. If not this straight, he'll get it done by the home stretch here. You can see how much better grip he's getting through that corner. he was able to hold a way tighter line through that corner there. So yeah, but like I said, Andrew's on 20-lap-old whites now as opposed to 4-lap-old reds. So yeah, it's not surprising. But like I said, I think Andrew and Nate Danger both going for a one-stopper. And there we go. We've got Nate Danger going for the pass, and it looks like Riant right in behind. But Andrew making his car wide, letting him know that I'm not going to let you in there. You're going to have to dive it in, which Riant does, and he gets the pass done relatively cleanly, I must say. So both Andrew, whoa, what happened to Nate Danger? Nate Danger has decided to make his pit stop. So he only went 22 laps, so I would think Nate Danger is on that two-stopper now as well. I can't see him going, 35 laps on a set of yellows when he only can do 22 on a set of whites. At least that's what I think, okay? We'll have to see. Now, Andrew does seem to be stretching it out. So Andrew, I'm thinking he might be going for that one stopper. We'll have to see. Probably weighing out whether it's worth staying out these extra laps to save some time on an extra pit stop if it's actually going to work out for him. So we're going to have to see. I'm going to keep my eye on Andrew right now because I'm just curious to see when he's going to pit. You can see Rolly's still out there too. And yeah, Andrew's staying out there. I'm thinking he's going to try. Right? He's going to stick it out. He's going to go for that two-stopper. And I think Rolly's going to do the same. I think this is where Rolly might be able to make up some ground maybe. Right, there's Nate Danger now. That almost looked like it was going slow motion there for a minute. And yeah, there's Nate Danger. I'm sure Nate Danger's going to reel them in and end up passing them now that he's on those fresher tires. But like I said, Nate Danger, I do believe, is now going to have to do another pit stop. Probably onto a set of reds, finish off the race on a nice set of reds, maybe get himself a fastest lap for an extra point maybe. We'll have to see how that works out. Babish made his pit stop. He's got that penalty. But all the way down to the 13th now. And he just made the pass on Mamcock for that 12th spot, and is now, yeah, he's like 8 seconds behind Nate Danger, which is quite a lot. He lost some ground there. Must have had something happen there. Not sure, but he's definitely lost quite a bit of ground, more than expected. There's Rolly. But he's under fire now from Nate Danger, who's on those fresh set of tires. But Rolly's sticking it out. He's going for that. I'm convinced now that he's going for that one stopper. And Andrew as well, definitely. So it looks like we've got PS Keon, Rolly, and Andrew being the only two, or only, sorry, three. Yeah, where did I learn to count? The only two or three deciding to go out, and oh, there we go, that safety car, and I think Nate Danger's probably thinking, fuck, I should have stayed out a little bit longer, because I think this is working perfectly for Andrew. Because now he's going to get that free pit stop. And now so is Rolly and so is PS Keon. So that safety car, timely safety car, And you know what? I think it's going to put them in that window where if they go with yellows, I think they might be able to pull it off. Because you will have some laps behind the safety car. But I think you will be pushing the limit, though, even with the yellows. Right? If you got a set of whites, which you see Jordan just went with, I think that's what you want to go with. So here we go, yeah, everybody pitting. Let's see what they're all coming out with. We got Jordan on whites, Select on whites. Whoa! Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, I don't know what's going on through Andrew's head. Okay, maybe he's thinking that something's going to happen because also his teammate onto a set of reds down in ninth. So I think they're definitely thinking there's going to be another safety car or something like that, or that they're gonna need to pit again. So I think that's why they went with the red, right? They just figured that, you know, they're not going to be able to stretch a set of yellows long enough. That or they only had one set. Right? Well, actually, Andrew would have a set left because he did start on the whites. So, yeah. What did Rowley come out? Rowley also on the reds. So everybody knows something that I don't, except for PS Keon. He's the only one that did what I figured the other guys on the whites would do. Right? But, you know, I'm not always right, as we can tell. But now with Andrew on them reds, I think Jordan might find himself having a little bit of thing, because I think Andrew will be definitely looking to thing, but it looks like Andrew has got a couple of lap cars in front of him. Yeah. Yeah, he's got two lap cars in front of him, and I think that's Slow 5-0 and Crunchy Pancake. Right, so I'm curious to see if Slow 5-0 and Crunchy Pancake will dive into the pits or pull off the racing line to let guys go by them so they don't interfere with the start. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I know Andrew's probably hoping so, because them two lap cars can definitely wreck the or is that, it looks like that might be Slow 5-0. Is that Slow 5-0? Yeah, I think that's Slow 5-0. I think they let him by. I'm just wondering if if Jordan's going to pull off the track to let him by. He's probably worried that if he pulls off the track that maybe Nate Danger tries to sneak by as well. Right? I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens here. But it definitely looks like somebody let him by to maybe get his lap back. But it doesn't look like Crunchy Pancake got let by. Right, so yeah, it might confuse the start a bit here, make things a little exciting, and make some of the drivers that are caught behind them frustrated, and add some extra excitement to the race. We'll have to see what happens on the restart. So anyways, you got Jordan Select Riant on whites, you got Andrew on reds, Namu on whites, Nate Danger on yellows, Cortex on whites, Dunk on yellows, AA also on reds, Jacques Wayne on a set of whites, Rolly on a set of reds, Babish and Mamcock on whites, Keon on yellows, Ross on reds, Soul 50 on a set of whites now. I guess he jumped into the pit. Looks like they let him by. He's not there anymore. And it looks like also Crunchy Pancake went in to get out of the way as well. So that's good. It doesn't look like we're going to get anybody in the way. And guaranteed Andrew's happy about that because now he doesn't have to contend with those lap cars. Right? So I'm thinking some of these guys on the whites might be able to go the distance. It'll be interesting to see, right? It will be 30 laps on a set of whites, but I think they can stretch it. I think they might be able to do it. But for the guys that started on the whites, you're kind of limited to your options, right? I'm not sure a set of yellows can actually go 30 laps. I think whites is probably your best bet if you're going to try to do that. But we'll see how it goes. I think for Jordan, he's probably happy to see at least 4 of the 5 cars up at the front all on a set of whites. I bet he's a little worried though seeing Andrew on a set of reds, but he probably realizes that Andrew, even if he does make the pass, is going to still have to pit. And off we go. Looks like Jordan got a pretty good start, got a little bit of a jump on Selecta, and it looks like Riank might be thinking about it. And yes, he goes in for the pass, and Riank now up into and Nate does not want to leave Andrew any room. And like I said, Andrew in a big rush to get to the front, and he's all the way up into second spot. So them red tires hooking up. Riank getting a little loose, which is probably going to cost him that. Ooh, that's a tight spot to go in there. I think the Dutchman backed out there, and probably a good idea because that could have been bad. Oh, and he gets a little loose. Struggling to get them white tires up to temperature from what we've seen from the other guys too. TSC Racing with a 3-second penalty. Yeah, like we were seeing before, guys were having trouble getting them white tires up to temperature. They take a few laps before they start to coming in. But Andrew definitely got the pace. But you know what, honestly, I'm thinking for Jordan, you know, you can try to hold him up a little bit, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would more try to just hang with him maybe, because you know that there's no way that Andrew's going to go the full distance on those set of reds, so you might be wise to just let him take the spot and just maybe sit in behind him. But it wouldn't surprise me, okay? Jordan has been pretty darn quick all race long. So I still imagine Jordan might be a little tough to get by, even though Andrew's on those set of reds. Okay, just because of the fact that Jordan definitely got some good pace. Hey, Meg's struggling a little bit, maybe not quite so much. He had that thing, but he's starting to come back now. And Selecta now losing some spots, probably struggling on them white tires, right? But I think it might work out for the guys on the whites that ended up putting on the whites for this maybe last stint. Hards, medium, soft. Yeah, it looks like like, it's definitely a 2 pit stop strategy going on here. Right, because even the guys that started on the whites are thing. Now, mind you, that might have changed from the fact that we had that safety car, so that might have changed their 1 stopper to a 2 stopper because of what lap it came out on. But you can see Andrew has made the pass, and it looks like he is pulling away. And now he's going to have to worry about also AA Meg, the powerhouse Alpine team, pulling it together with these reds. But like I said, both those guys have to pit. Whereas I'm not sure that Jordan is going to have to. We'll have to see if he's going to be able to stretch those tires. All right. But Andrew out in the lead, he's probably enjoying that. He surprisingly hasn't seen the front of the pack as much as he normally does this season. He's struggling a little bit here and there, but he's definitely still in it, that's for sure. And he gets fastest lap. The boot. Not sure if that's going to last. I'm sure someone is going to probably come along and beat it. Jordan trying to hang in there, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And it looks like AA Meg. Oh, it looks like we got some stuff going on behind there. It looks like AA Meg is going to be able to make the overtake probably this lap on Jordan. But I think Jordan realizes that look at that, Jordan is back in that DRS. So more laps that go by, I think Jordan's looking better and better. Right? Because, you know, Andrew looked like he was pulling away. I'm not sure if he slipped up a bit and allowed Jordan back into that DRS range. But it's looking good for Jordan, okay? Because he's holding strong with the 2 guys on these red tires. Okay, and you got Nate Dangers doing quite well. Also Dunk up in 4th and 5th. Selecta, though, he's lost some spots. But I think he's just struggling on them white tires, not able to find that pace. But I think eventually it's gonna start coming around and he might be able to sing. So I don't count Nate Danger out at all. I still think he has that shot for a podium. So let's not count out Nate Danger. All right, look at Roth and Babish hooked up together. Babish on the whites, though. But Babish might be able to go the distance. Well, I'm going to have to see, right? I'm not sure if they will try to stretch it. But you got to figure, you know, also you got to take in the thing, you know, you might have to stretch tires longer. Just because you don't really have that many available anymore because you've already used up so many. Oh, and Selecta going wide again. Staying wide, probably trying to avoid a track limits, and loses another spot to Rolly on those reds up into 6th place. So he's making up some ground. Good job, Rolly. So after that poor start and poor qualifying, Rolly is looking pretty good in this race and looking like he might be able to challenge for maybe a podium as well. We're going to have to see how this all works out. As the thing, Jordan, oh, look at that, AA now has gone to the front. And it's now Andrew in 3rd. So the two teammates keeping Jordan in a little Alpine sandwich there. So yeah, Jordan probably feeling a little uncomfortable being sandwiched between the two Alpines, but it looks like AA is turning it on and getting some gap made. So I think you're going to see Andrew looking to make that move sooner than later so that he can hang with his teammate and get in that DRS. Because even though they're teammates and, you know, it's good team points, they still want to beat each other. That's just, that's what it's about. It's racing, and whether you're teammates or not, you still want to be the first guy across the line. So, but it looks like Jordan struggling right now to keep up. But I think the longer he hangs in there, the better for him it's going to be. Because what is it? Quincy said around lap 13, them red tires are really going to fall, and that's where you're going to see those white tires get the advantage. So maybe we'll have to keep an eye on Jordan and see what happens come around 13 laps of age, to see if maybe then he starts to pull the ground. But he's definitely making it difficult on Andrew right now. Andrew's probably frustrated trying to get in front of him, because I think he's worried he's losing too much ground on his teammate now, that he's going to have a hard time making up that gap unless he gets by Jordan quickly. And Dunk, who I expected to actually have a really good race, looks like he's found some pace, and he is now also up into fourth place. Nate Anger, I think Nate Anger's going to be having some problems pretty soon from a little man called Rockin' Rolly in the Aston Martin, because he's coming, he's hot. He's got some speed. So, yeah, good job. Nice to see the comeback. I think that the safety car kind of helped out a little bit too. But, yeah, good job keeping your head down and fighting back and getting back there. But it looks like them white tires now of Selecta are starting to kick in, and he's fighting back and might look to be taking that spot from Rolly. Take that spot back from him. Now them white tires are probably starting to be the better and quicker tire to be on right now. I imagine Rolly is probably starting to think, with just over 20 laps, soon he's probably going to dive in and maybe make a pit stop onto a set of yellows, and that'll be his final pit stop. So we'll have to see what happens, right? We'll have to see how that works out. AA Meg pulling a gap, but I tell you, Jordan is frustrating Andrew behind there. Andrew not able to get by Jordan. Jordan just being able to keep him behind. He's doing a good job holding him up. He's probably frustrating Andrew, but yeah, great job from Jordan. And I imagine any time now you're going to start seeing maybe Jordan starting to gain back that time he's lost to AA, as they're at about 11 laps in on the red tires. So yeah, it's looking, and there's TSC Racing, the new guy to A1881. staying out of trouble. Okay, he's got some penalties, but you know what? He's staying out of trouble. He's having some fun and enjoying himself. So it's all good. There's Sir Ibbo. Gotta love Sir Ibbo. I respect this guy. Yeah, he's got great sportsmanship, good attitude towards racing, and yeah, just good person all around. So 5-0, we're Whiskey Runner. Throwing up some smoke going into that corner. Crunchy Pancake, doing not too bad. He's up in 15th place, so he's made up some ground. He's gained some spots, and yeah, he's doing pretty good. So good for you, Crunchy. PS Keon looks like he's in a battle here with Babish and Mamcock. Oh wow, look at that. I don't know what happened there. Babish was right in behind him. I'm not sure if he touched him or if Mamcock had to get off the throttle a little bit when he went on that thing, and then Babish might have run into the back of him a little bit. I'm not expecting him to do that. I think that's the Keon. Not exactly sure where to go. We probably was looking to maybe take a spot away, but it looks like Babish is gonna lose that spot back to Mamcock. So this is not over. So a good little battle we got here going on between Mamcock, Babish, and Keon. And then we got Roth, Babish's teammate, looking like he's trying to catch up. He's got quite a gap though, so he's gonna have a hard time, especially since Javin Wayne's got Vortex in front of him, and they got that DRS going, so that's gonna make it a little harder on Roth to try to close that gap. Selecta not having a good time, it looks like, on these lights. Just not finding that pace. It looked like he was starting to, and then it looked like he lost it a little bit. But you know, it's not over yet. He had a really good start. He was going really good. It was looking really good for him all the way up until about the safety car, I think. And then, yeah, and then these white tires, he's been having a hard time getting to grips with them. Right, trying to find the rhythm on them. Mamu, and then Dunk. And Rolly all the way up in the 4th, right? Dunk coming too. Now, we're at that 13 lap mark. Jordan's still not able to start making up ground, but maybe now is when we're going to start seeing it. This is the time that Quincy was saying that these white tires will start to outperform the reds. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if Jordan is going to be able to start closing that gap up. I think Andrew's given up on trying to pass him. He just said, you know what, I'm going to stay in behind him. This guy's hard to get by. He just don't want to let me by. Jordan's a really good driver too, so it's not an easy task getting by this guy. Right. These top 3 here, AA, Jordan, and Andrew, are all top-notch, probably what you would call esports quality drivers. So, but Rolly hanging in there in 3rd place, right? So, what do we got? We got like 18 laps left. I think these guys on the reds are probably right around that time where they're thinking about maybe going on to a set of yellows and getting that pit stop done to maybe use an undercut to their advantage. All right. But yeah, Jordan's still not gaining on AA, but I don't know if that maybe because Andrew is in behind him and it's throwing him off his rhythm. He's not able to get his rhythm going yet. You know, he's being distracted by the car. Whoa, wow, I just got ahead. He's not able to find that rhythm with all the pressure from behind. I gotta turn on the fan. Yeah, these long races are. It's happened to me before in the long race. You can just get a dizzy flash there. Give me a second, guys. Let me look away and get my head from spinning here so I can continue on. Sorry, guys. Oh, I wish I could. Oh, shit. I think I focus in on it or something like that, and all of a sudden I get a dizzy flash. They're horrible. I hate them when they happen. It makes me sick. Oh. I'm trying to concentrate here. I'm trying to. It's hard for me to look at the screen, okay? So I'm just trying to close my eyes for a second and try to get it calmed down a bit. Okay, like I said, yeah, lap 41. The tides are turned. The AA is gone. Now, he's definitely opening up a gap. I think a lot of it to do that Jordan is feeling a lot of pressure from Andrew, but you know, you got to give credit to Jordan for being able to hold him off as long as he has. You would have thought that Andrew would have but Andrew, he got up in the first place there, and then once he lost that first place, he just hasn't been able to get that initial speed he had at the beginning of the stint. So, yeah, whoa, look at this guy. I think he's going off track, though. Not because he screwed up. I think he just realized he has cars going by, and he doesn't want to get in the way. So, Sir Ibo just being respectful and getting out of the way there. And there goes AA into the pit. Andrew probably going to stay out another lap because he doesn't want to get caught up in that undercut. So he, unfortunately, I do believe Andrew is going to lose a bit of time here because of that undercut. He's going to lose a bit of time to his teammate AA, but you never know. You know, maybe a safety car comes out right as before the lap is out, and we get to watch. Whoa, Gordon getting on the throttle and almost getting a lot of oversteer there, but gets it corrected and gets it pointed in the right direction. But Andrew all over the back. Yeah, I'm just wondering what Jordan's going to do. I think, you know, honestly, I think Jordan has to try for the going the distance now. Because I think now, if he pits, he's going to lose too much time to AA, and then AA is also on another set of reds. So, yeah, wow, look at all the reds these guys got. They might be used reds, okay? So they might be, yeah, so, yeah, they might be just used. That's why he has so many sets to use. But, yeah, I almost think Jordan might have to. If he wants to win, I think he might have to stay out and hope that AA doesn't outpace him and catch him. Right? But I think, I honestly think that's Jordan's best bet. I think he has to stay out on those hards and try to go the distance. Because I think if he makes the pit, he's just going to lose too much time, right, to the undercut and to the pit. So I think he's got to be committed to staying out. Not unless we get a late safety car. Then the late safety car is going to think. And look at that, Andrew has now a penalty as well. Yeah, 3-second penalty, so that's definitely going to hurt him. But he's staying out there. He's 20 laps now on a set of reds. Hey, of course, with the fastest lap. He put on them fresh set of reds. Right? But Andrew's going to have to come in. I just can't see him going another 13 laps on those tires. So he's definitely going to have to come in. But, yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said, I think Jordan's going to stay out. To me, that's what he has to do. He has to do it if he wants to have a shot at winning. And it would be a shame if he did lose a race after dominating so much of the first half of it. So, yeah, I think Jordan's going to stay out. I think that's his only option. Right? And I think Andrew is going to have to pit sooner than later, I think now. Or he's going to lose too much time to AA when he does make his pit. Right? Because he's probably losing a second a lap to AA right now, at least. But, yeah, that or Andrew just hoping for that safety car. For now, he's holding pace, but those are 20-lap-old reds. I'm just wondering how long he can go. I know this guy's a good driver and he knows how to save the tires, but I just have to think he's going to pit. He's going to have to pit. But is he waiting for that timely safety car? Maybe is what I'm thinking that he might be doing here. Right? And Jordan, like I said, I think he has to stay out. And we're going to go back here, and we're going to go back to AA Meg. And look at that, you got Rolly, actually, no, he's 16 seconds behind, but he's in 6th place, and he has made his final pit stop. Mind you, he's got Cortex right behind him, but Rolly's on the fresher tires, so I think he's going to pull away from Cortex and not have to worry about Cortex pressuring him in the DRS zones, because he's going to have definitely a pace advantage on Cortex. You can see he has gotten that DRS broken now, or he will, I think, by the next DRS zone. So Rolly's having a pretty good day, up to 6th, and I think he might even end up getting another spot or two, because I think there's a couple of guys up in front of him that still are going to have to make a pit stop. And AA now has overtaken Mamu to go up in the third with 11 laps left to go and 12-second gap. So he needs about, he needs about 12 laps. He needs about a second a lap on the two front runners. But like I said, Andrew's going to have to pit. He's just got to. He's going to blow them tires, I think. I don't know. Can those red tires go this long, Quincy? Because he's still hanging with them, okay? The tires don't... He's still having no problem hanging with them, right? I think right now... Now, I think AA would love to see Andrew get out in front of him and maybe hold him up to help him, play maybe a team game here, but... We'll see how it goes, but I just know that Andrew's got to pit sometime. But if he doesn't, that's a hell of a run on a set of red tires. Like, I think it's already a long run, 22 laps on a set of reds. I do believe that's a pretty good run on a set of reds for this track. Not 100%, okay? I never really paid attention to the tire wear yesterday when I was practicing, but yeah, well. But I do believe it is pretty impressive to be going that long on the reds. Right? I keep thinking he's going to dive into the pits, but he keeps proving me wrong by keep going around. All right, now Meg definitely looks like he's got pace. And it's going to be close if he keeps that pace up. It's definitely going to be coming down to the wire with AA. I'm imagining around lap 54 or so, he's maybe even earlier, he might actually be caught up. But I think at this point, I'd like to say Andrew's committed, but like I said, I'm still don't think he can go that long with the Reds, but we'll see. But as far as Jordan, I think Jordan's committed. He has to ride this out and try to hold off AA. Because AA is coming. He's definitely got the time. I'm watching the times come down. You're rolling now up into 5th place. Not sure if you'll be able to run down Mamu, but you never know. Mamu might decide to make a pit, and there's still Andrew might make a pit too. So he might get that, but I'm not sure that Rolly will be in that window. I'm not sure how long the pit stop takes. I don't know if Rolly will be able to pass Andrew if Andrew does decide to make a pit anytime soon. I'm going to stop saying that he is going to pit because, well, he just keeps staying out. So I'm just thinking to myself, I think he's decided to run them tires till they blow. And he's doing a good job, okay? I got to tell you, he's making them work. I guarantee you them white tires are working a hell of a lot better than the reds right at this point. But, yeah, Andrew doing a great job on these red tires, on making them work. Yeah, I'm now thinking that that's it. No, he isn't going to pit. He's going to stay out. He's going to try to make these tires work. 26 laps until puncture, I believe. 26 laps. You hear that, Andrew? You're 2 laps away from a puncture. Okay, Quincy, I'm glad you said that, because now we're going to be watching to see if these tires blow, because I think he's going to go for it. I think he's going to try. A lot of guys on these racing games, they practice so much, they know exactly when tires are gonna blow or give out, stuff like that. I don't necessarily take all that time to get that detailed like some guys do, but yeah, according to Quincy, Andrew is about 1 lap away from a puncture. And AA Meg is coming. It's going to be close, okay? I think it's going to be really close. Whether AA is going to be able to get up there in time remains to be answered yet. Because the longer these guys are going on the tires, I would think the more and more AA is going to gain. Right? So, have to see if we're going to get a puncture here. Because I guarantee you that's not going to be something Andrew's going to be happy about. But maybe Andrew already knows and he's going to dive into the pits before, and he's just been, you know, grasping onto straws, hoping for a safety car. But it's not coming. So maybe he knows about the puncture. I'm not sure. Right? But this is the lap coming up where you're in that puncture range. This is right where now you're flirting with death. And he's still staying out. So, and he's still in DRS, okay? He's still hanging with them. He's making he's making those white tires work. Now, Andrew has a penalty. You know what? I should do this maybe before we get to the end. So it's 3 seconds to dunk as well. No one else has got one there. 6 to Wayne, 3 to Cortex, Roth 12, Babbage 12, Keon 6, 3, and 3 to TC, Slow 5-0, Crunchy Pancake, Mamcock, and then Sir Ibo with 9. So there we go. I'm glad Quincy said that about the red tires, because that makes it exciting now, because I'm waiting to see one of these tires blow. Is Andrew gonna surprise Quincy and make them tires go longer than what Quincy thinks they can last? Because he is just about to finish the 26th lap, which is right at the puncture point, according to like some, maybe he saved some tires for the end. I think Quincy, oh, look at this! Look at this! Andrew got what he wanted, he got that! He stayed out on those tires! I think even if he punctures a tire right now, he'll still be able to get through, drive through, speeding under safety car. More bad luck for Selecta. Yeah, he was doing so good earlier in the race. I hate that for the Flying Dutchman. Poor guy, but here we go. I think Jordan might be happy too, okay? Because I think he saw AA Meg coming. Okay, I think they're gonna I think Jordan and Andrew would pit, and I think AA would too. Okay, because he's already got 10 laps on those reds. Right, but like I said, you know, it's a long race, and they've already used quite a few tires. So what do they have available in the pits to them right now? Is the question. So yeah, let's see what happens. Who's going to pit? Who's not? Who's going to stay out? Who's not? I would think, okay, both AA. I mean, Jordan and Slow 5-0 also with a drive-through speeding penalty. Oh, wow, late in the race, and it just gets destroyed right at the end. And here they go. It looked like Andrew was going to fake, but I'm thinking, dude, don't do it. Those tires are done. And he pits. His AA also pits. So, is Dunk gonna pit? So, I gotta tell you, man, for the front runners, it looked like AA was coming. And AA has now had to put on a set of yellows. Now, I don't know how old those reds are of Andrew and Jordan. Whoa, what happened there? Andrew made a pass in the pit. I guess, yeah, Jordan must have had a hard time in the pit there. Maybe missed his button when he entered the pit, okay, and cost himself some time in the pit, which allowed Andrew to make the pass in the pit. But Andrew has a 3-second penalty, so. And Jordan, I think, is just way too fast of a guy to be able to pull that 3-second gap on. And depending on how many laps we're going to get under the safety car, too. So that's going to be interesting to see. Oh, no, Rolly. Oh, don't worry. I think he's going to be okay because he might still be able to get back up in that 5th spot, maybe. Well, he's got Dunk that's got penalties, and he's also got Javin Wayne that's got penalties. And Javin Wayne's on 28-lap old white, so I think he's going to try to stay out, okay? But I think he's going to probably lose some spots because those tires are just not going to be able to compare to the tires that the guys got behind them. So I think Gavin Wayne, unfortunately, is going to have a hard time trying to hold that 6th spot. I don't think it's going to be possible for him. But we'll see. I've seen stranger things happen. All right. And you never know. Andrew might still have that shot because you got Jordan in AA, and I don't think Jordan wants to let him by. So I think they might end up trying to, they might battle it out. And if Andrew can get a nice start, he might be able to get some separation from those two because it's only going to be a couple of laps, so they're going to be going door to door, and they're definitely going to be fighting tooth and nail for that spot. And that might end up helping Andrew get that 3-second gap that he's looking for. Yeah, it's still 3 seconds. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Both Ferrari boys also with penalties, so that could play a factor, especially depending on how long this safety car stays out because trying to get a gap with only a couple of laps on this track is not an easy task. I think Andrew, like I was saying earlier, I think Andrew's probably hoping that the Jordan and AA, maybe even Dunk, get all mixed up in a battle behind him and maybe he can open up a gap and steal that win. But I gotta tell you, man, good job, Andrew. Man, what a run on those red tires, right? You hung in there, and you know what? The racing gods answered your prayer and gave you that timely safety car, so it worked out. Yeah, 50 some odd laps to end in a sprint race or a 3-lap dash is what it's going to end up being, I think. It's kind of funny how these things work out. You have all that strategy throughout the whole race, and then Ferrari strategy. Yeah, something like today's. I think their season's already done. I think that McLaren, unless they come up with a rule, the FIA or something, or they find something on that car that's illegal, I do believe that McLaren is just way faster, right? It's being proven both drivers always doing quite well. So yeah, it's a fast car, and I think McLaren is gonna, one of those two drivers will take the title, I think, and I think when it comes to the constructors, they're gonna have that locked up. And it looks like the best car other than the McLaren at the moment might be that Mercedes car, right? And then I think the Ferrari is probably the next car. I'd like to say the Red Bull, but I'm not sure if it is the Red Bull. That's the fourth team car, because I think sometimes Max might make that car look a little better than what it really is. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to start. Let's see what happens. Can Andrew get a good start, and maybe AA and Dunk give Jordan a hard time, and start battling out there and maybe giving Andrew a shot at that win. You can see Andrew not able to hold off Jordan. Jordan goes for it. Andrew trying to hold off his teammate. But Andrew, you got to keep in mind, Andrew's got the penalty, so I think Andrew might just give him the spot, thinking about the team maybe, knowing that he's got that 3-second penalty, so fighting him, it might not be in the team's best interest, considering that he has that 3-second penalty now. I'll guarantee Andrew's not going to give up that spot to Dunk. If Dunk's going to get that spot, he's going to have to earn it. Andrew all over the back of AA. And AA, trying to hang on to that DRS, is able to so far. But Jordan getting ever so close to that 1 second that he needs. And he's there, just barely. Is he going to be able to hold it by the detection point? Oh, I'm not sure if he did. We'll have to see if that wing comes open from AA. Oh no, well, it's 1 lap to go. Okay, that's right too. You got 1 lap before it comes open. Sorry, guys. So that's good for then Jordan, and it looks like Andrew made the move on AA. But like I said, last lap right here. Okay, so Andrew is got to try to get as much time here so that he can try to secure that third podium position, or he's going to lose it to Dunk, or not to Dunk actually, because Dunk has got a penalty. It's Mamu is going to be, yeah, it's going to be really close to see who gets that third and final podium spot. I think it's pretty safe to say that Jordan is looking good. I don't think Andrew or AA are going to have a NOS button in that car. So I think it's looking like AA is going to come across the line, dominated this race, and comes across the line in first. We got Andrew in second, AA and Meg in third. Andrew. Oh, look at this! Holy! I'm sorry, but look at this. Rolly takes the final podium spot. Great job, Rolly. Rockin' Rolly gets that third podium spot. Memu with fourth place. Andrew in fifth. Nate Danger in sixth. And yeah, wow, great job, Rolly. He's got to be happy. Yeah, look at that smile. That's right, boy. You did it. Yeah, great job, Rolly. Yeah, congratulations to you. Great job. Yeah, doing the moonwalk there. The two Swedes in first and second, and Rolly on that final podium. Great job. After that disappointing qualifying, struggling a bit at the beginning on those lights, to come away, I think penalties is what really helped them as well. Comes away with that third podium spot. So great job, Rolly. And congrats to Jordan for the win and AA for the second place. So, yeah, so we've got, where were we? We were at Nate Andrew, Dunk in seventh, Cortex in eighth, Mamcock in ninth, PS Keon in 10th, Javin Wayne in 11th, Pavish in 12th, Roth in 13th, and disappointing for Selecta in 14th, like 20 seconds in penalties. Wow. Crunchy Pancake in 15th, TSC Racing in 17th, 16th, Suribo 17th, 50 18th, Rionk 19th, and Tarkan in 20th place. So great job, guys. Great race, exciting. Very happy for Rolly getting that final podium spot. I imagine he's going to be happy as well. And yeah, great job. And I hope you guys enjoy the broadcast. And yeah, I'm tuckered out. I'm ready to go. So we'll see you next week. I'm not sure if that's 100%, or is there a race next week? I guess we'll see. So yeah, we'll see you next week in A1881. I'm the Ghost, and I'm out. See you later, guys. I hope you enjoy.